Next on the news. They traded in their church pews for their beach chairs.
Catholics head to the open water to celebrate the Feast of the Assumption. I'm Katie Vasquez, and I'll have that story coming up.
From Prevost to Pope, the faithful getting to know Pope Leo XIV as he completes his first 100 days of his pontificate.
Pope Leo is a blessing. We perceive him as a very approachable pope, very much of the church, very much of the people.
Plus, rewriting history in ancient Rome, researchers uncover evidence that life returned to Pompeii after it was destroyed by a volcano eruption. I'm Christine Persichetti. Kurtz News starts right now. They worshipped at the water's edge. Hundreds hit the beach in Breezy Point on Friday to celebrate the Feast of the Assumption. Current News' Katie Vasquez was there.
With sand at their feet and Christ in their heart, 750 Catholics convened at the water's edge. As Bishop Robert Brennan celebrated Mass in Breezy Point on the Feast of the Assumption of the Blessed Virgin Mary.
Mary's Assumption is really a sign for all of us that God indeed keeps his promises.
It's one Mass that many like Ann Ryan look forward to every year because of the breathtaking views.
To take advantage of the most beautiful day, a holy day, to be on the beach, to be so peaceful. You know, you just couldn't ask for anything better than that.
And because their community is still reeling from a devastating fire at St. Edmund Church the day before Easter.
It sustained significant damage, but we are in the process of rebuilding the church. We'll figure out the rest of it, and it's going to take some time, but we're going pretty fast, and I think we'll be able to get it done.
Those in the beach chairs are praying for a quick restoration.
I remember going to it at night, and it was just a horrible scene. But yeah, no, I've been praying for that for a while.
After communion,
Bless the water surround us.
Bishop Brennan blessed the water and the parishioners. It's a significant moment for Mary Sheldorfer, who believes in the healing power of the waves.
Being Irish, it's a tradition that you go in the water on August 15th, that Mary has blessed the water in a special way.
A reminder of all the blessings that God has given.
God created the heavens and the earth. He created the waters, and then he created the land. So it's a sign of God's creation and a sign of abundance.
In Breezy Point, Katie Vasquez, Currents News.
If you'd like to donate to help rebuild St. Edmund Church in Breezy Point, you can head to btparish.org. Meanwhile, Our Lady of Grace Church in Howard Beach was vandalized over the weekend. According to police, a man not known to the parish damaged a crucifix and a statue. He didn't stop there. He also destroyed a memorial of American flags that was set up in honor of veterans and first responders on church property. It all happened on August 15th around 5 o'clock at night. Police say they have made an arrest. The suspect could be charged with criminal mischief. Also tonight, we celebrate a historic milestone.
Habemus Papam.
We reflect on the first Pope from the United States, his leadership, his vision, and the hope he brings to millions.
La pace sia con tutti voi.
Now, a look at Pope Leo XIV's first 100 days. It's been 3 months since Cardinal Robert Prevost became Pope Leo XIV. The world watched as white smoke billowed from the chimney of the Sistine Chapel. The crowd in St. Peter's Square erupted as it was announced to the world that the Catholic Church had a new successor to Peter.
Annuncio vobis gaudium magnum. Habemus Papam.
The 267th Pope, but it wasn't until an hour later that this moment occurred. It was then that we learned the name and face of the man who is now Pope Leo XIV. And over the last 3 months, the faithful have been getting to know the new leader of the church.
Continue to show us that Christ is a path that leads us to the Lord. It is God who is God among us and helps us strengthen our faith and live with Him day after day, knowing that with Him all things are possible. With Him, life becomes much simpler.
A highlight, the new Pope's potential for conveying the gospel message in a contemporary way.
I feel like he's a bridge pope because he brings us closer to Jesus. Sometimes some might see it as if it happened many years ago, or that what he said is already in the past. And he brings it down to earth, and he makes us feel like we're a part of a family, that he's our father.
But Pope Leo's theological teachings are not the only thing highlighted. Others pinpoint his relationship with some of the realities that exist in the church.
I love the Pope's vitality, the energy, how he attracts young people, as if from that strength, from what you see, how he shows himself. Now that the Jubilee of Young People has been held, well, I think that vitality is sorely needed. We need to lift up, especially from the masses of young people, and in that unity. I loved that.
Many predict a fruitful pontificate.
Pope Leo is a blessing. We perceive him as a very approachable pope, very much of the church, very much of the people, who is always asking us to pray for peace. He is often smiling, and the truth is that he also transmits a lot of peace, a lot of serenity. And I believe he will be a great driving force for the Catholic Church in these coming years.
As we look ahead to the next few weeks of his pontificate, Pope Leo will celebrate his 70th birthday on September 14th. Also in September, we should find out where the Pope will live, the Apostolic Palace or Casa Santa Marta, where Pope Francis chose to live. Speaking of living arrangements, researchers have discovered that many people return to live in the ruins of Pompeii after a catastrophic volcano eruption in 79 AD. The revelation about the ancient Roman city was made during an ongoing excavation at the site. So far, 2/3 of Pompeii has been unearthed. It's estimated some 20,000 people lived there at the time of the tragedy. Very cool. That is this Currents News Update. I'm Christine Persichetti. Thank you for joining us because we are putting your faith in the news. Hope to see you again next time. In a social media age, you might call him Christ's top follower. Carlo Autis grew up during the explosion of the internet, bringing God to the World Wide Web.
Through the computer, Carlo did so many evangelization.
Now he's a viral sensation. Kids all over the world sharing and reposting his story. And it's one that could break the internet. This teenager will be the Catholic Church's first millennial saint. A saint in sneakers.
He was around our age, so we can look up to him and try to do things that he did.
But before his canonization goes live, we're taking a look back at his life, the inspo behind an entire generation of young believers.
If I follow down the same path that he went down, I could become a saint.
His growing reach from Brooklyn and Queens to all over the world. The life and legacy of God's influencer, Blessed Carlo Autis. It all starts this Sunday night at 7 on Currents News.